In this video, I'm going to talk about my stalker. Well, it's actually not really a stalker, but you'll get what I mean later on in this video. Hi guys, welcome to this new fun video. In this video, I will be drawing in my sketchbook. So this is my old sketchbook. I did a video on finishing this sketchbook and doing a tour about 4 months ago. And this is my new sketchbook, and it's the first time I'm actually drawing in it. Because I bought the sketchbook about 4 months ago and I haven't sketched for about 4 months. But I really blame crochet, because when I'm watching YouTube, I no longer grab my sketchbook to keep myself busy because I can't keep my hands still. I just grab a crochet project I'm working on, so I'm very happy in this video I'm finally starting in this new sketchbook. I'm really not expecting this sketchbook to be done in 1 year compared to the previous sketchbook. I did really sketch a lot in the previous sketchbook, but I don't think I'll sketch that much this year. I will draw a Meet the Artist spread. These kind of videos are very nice to me, to just watch them and work on something myself in the meantime. So I would definitely recommend that for you if that's what you're feeling like at the moment. Also grab a snack, a drink and get comfy, because this video, it's not too long, but it's lengthy. Hi guys, as you can see I have my sketchbook here, and I already did some sketches with a pencil because I was a bit too nervous to do this on camera. I don't know if this makes sense, but I feel a bit better now that I already have done the sketch. So as you can see, we're going to draw a Meet the Artist spread. Here I have some text about me, here I have a sketch of me, and here is Evert and Mona. What I have with me is my watercolor set. I have this and I love this so much. It's so easy to use. I was doubting if I should use my gouache, but I actually really prefer how the watercolor looks a lot more. I also have some color pencils to finish it off, some small markers. So let's get started. Hi guys, welcome to the little voiceover portion of this video. I have a few things I want to talk about, kind of an update / story time. This morning I went to see a doctor because you might notice or you might not notice, but I'm disabled, so I don't work. Mainly because of my issues with stress, so I can't handle a job. But at the same time, I'm also looking for a job, so I'm doing like this trajectory, which is adjusted to disabled people to find a job, but very slowly and very customized. And I can really take my time with this to find a job that will fit me. It will definitely be a half-time job, not longer than that, because I can't handle a full-time job. I've never done a full-time job before. I have done half-time jobs in the past, but those were a bit too much for me, especially because at the same time I was self-employed, and then when I couldn't handle half-time jobs anymore in offices and stuff like that, I just ended up being full-time self-employed, but that was a bit too hard for me as well, because I didn't really have that much stability and I didn't earn enough sometimes, so I just ended up quitting everything and becoming full-time disabled. So that's kind of my backstory. So in the past I have been a self-employed illustrator and also webshop owner officially. For a long time it was my half-time job and then my full-time job, but to be honest, in my life I've never worked full-time because that's way too much for me to handle. But you know, officially it was my full-time job being self-employed, according to administration. So I have to close my webshop that I have at the moment. To be completely honest, I didn't have orders anyway, and I was kind of not looking forward to working on my webshop anymore lately. I did have a vlog a while ago about doing a web shop update, but that was more for like the YouTube content. Mona, Ella, zeg, stop daarmee. So I basically did the shop update mainly for YouTube content, to make a fun video, not really to make a lot of sales, because I don't really have any sales, to be honest, and I'm also not, it's not keeping me awake at night because it isn't my job, it's more a hobby. But apparently they have been researching me online, and if you know my name, it's very easy to find Hippie Hooray. And they noticed I have a web shop, but they of course didn't know I didn't sell anything. So I'll have to close my web shop because it's not allowed. And the annoying part is I could have asked for like a few hours in a week to work for Happy Hooray officially, but then I would have the same costs as someone who works full-time, as someone who works self-employed full-time. So there's like no in between. It's either paying all the costs the same amount of costs as someone who works full-time, but I can't afford those costs because I don't earn any money with it. So it's a really annoying situation. So it's either doing nothing for my shop or doing a little bit for my shop and brand, but then also having to pay loads of costs. So I just decided to close my shop. It was actually, I have been doubting to reopen my shop for a very long time, but at the same time my psychiatrist was like, yeah, for like if you earn two euros a month, they won't make a big deal out of it. And I'm very happy I only just got a warning for my web shop. So I'll just close that web shop because it doesn't really matter that much anyways. Besides that, it's just my hobby, but I wanted to reopen my web shop while being disabled because I'm secretly just dreaming to be able to become a full-time artist again, like officially, administratively, to become officially self-employed again, but it's just such a hassle. There are so many things you have to think about when you're self-employed, and it's just a very stressful thing. So it's just very annoying to me that I just can't do all the fun things when it comes to being an artist without being self-employed, if you know what I mean. I hope that everything I'm explaining is a bit clear because my brain is kind of a mess at the moment. But yeah, I just started a trajectory to start working again, and I have been doubting for a long time to become self-employed again, but I think to start I'll just look for a job in like an office or, you know, somewhere else, because that gives a lot more stability and security to me. It's very boring, I have to be honest. It won't make me feel any better compared to being self-employed because those projects and assignments were very fun for me to do. But, you know, both working for a boss compared to being self-employed, they both have aspects to them that are very annoying and stressful. At the moment, I'm looking for a job for a boss, but, well, I'm actually not there yet. To start, I'll probably do an internship first because I need to get used to working half-time again, so I'll just build up my hours. And yeah, I'm not really looking forward to it, but maybe there's a creative job out there that will fit me. I'm just trying to keep hopeful, because the last few years have been so messy for me, just because I can't work full-time at all. I can barely work half-time, to be honest, because, like, I don't know how people do it when you go to your job and then you have to get home and also cook dinner and go to the grocery store and do your laundry and all that stuff. And for me, like, I can't do all those things in one day, and that's very frustrating for me and very hard to accept for myself. But yeah, I just wanted to give you an update about what has been going on and what's been on my mind. So the shop will be closed, sadly, but you know, people didn't really buy anything anyways. I just really liked working on it for the content on YouTube. And yeah, they also, like when I went to the doctor, she also talked about me doing an expo, and that is true, but I didn't really do that much for it. But she was like, be careful doing activities like that because you can be, like, they can make a big deal out of it when you're disabled and not working. But for the expo, I just sent some prints. You probably saw it in my vlog. Well, if you see my vlogs, I didn't do that much for the expo. But now I'm kind of like stressed because I know they're watching me, if you know what I mean. I don't have anything to hide, but it's like, I don't know what they'll make a big deal out of. Because everything I'm doing is just my hobby and I'm not earning any money with it. But it's still a very stressful situation to be in. Most of the time, I wish I could just be like anyone else who can just work a 9 to 5 full time, earn enough money, and then go home and also make dinner and just do life stuff besides just working. And for me, that has never been easy, like not even possible. So often I'm just very jealous of people who are in a way easier situation, and I know that everyone has their own difficulties and problems, and a lot of people don't even like working a 9 to 5, but I would just love to be just able to do it, if you know what I mean. Because it's not possible for me, and there are so many, because I'm not the stereotypically normal person, things are a lot harder for me and not that obvious. Things aren't catered towards my life. That's kind of what I mean. And it's also very annoying that I can't be self-employed half time because I don't have a day job. It's a very annoying situation when it comes to admin and like legal stuff. I have been breaking my head on this or about this, I don't know how to say it, for the past few years, and it hasn't stopped because I do really have the dream to become an artist again and earn my money with being an artist, but it is really hard. Like when I was younger, I didn't expect it to be this hard. I always expected it to be like when you work a lot for it, then it will work out. And not to be all negative, but that's not always the case. And you know, it might be the case if you're a lot more patient, like maybe in a few years, I'll suddenly be lucky and I'll be able to be an artist full-time, like for earning money. Because I also love being an artist as a hobby, but you know, the time has come for me to now also look for a job because they are, that's also very complicated because I'm disabled, so they supported me a little bit. But since I was born with autism, they will now stop the support. It's very, very complicated. I'm not going to go into detail about it, but yeah, it's just really messed up and annoying for me and a lot to handle a lot of times. But yeah, besides all that bullshit, I'll just keep going, keep creating videos, keep creating artwork, and just hoping that it's alright for me to do while I'm not working. And I also really, really hope that I eventually can find a job that fits me, that isn't too much for me to handle, because like I don't even work now and things are a lot to handle, like housekeeping stuff, going to the grocery store, making dinner and stuff like that. It's already not easy for me to do. And I know when I will start working again, especially at the start, it will be so stressful because then I will have to change my routine completely, and I don't want to change my routine because I'm very autistic. And I think I already explained a lot of very, very personal things in this video. So I really hope I didn't expose myself too much, but I just wanted to give an update because I have been dealing with this for over 2 or 3 years. Like the whole difficulties with, oh, I want to be self-employed, but it's not possible because it's too expensive for me and I'm not earning enough money, and I also can't work full-time at the same time because my stress just can't handle it. And that's also why I really want to be a YouTuber, because up till now I have been very consistent with uploading videos. So I'm like, if I would just have loads of followers and someone would sponsor me, then that could be my job and I would be so happy, because that's what I do as a hobby now, and that's almost one of the only things I can handle to work on every week. But you know, maybe a miracle happens and I can find a half-time job for a boss, which would also be nice if I could handle that. But I'm going to end the voiceover part here. I really hope you enjoy the drawing. I haven't drawn it yet, because I just came home and I just started talking for my camera, because otherwise it will not leave my head alone. And I really hope you enjoyed the drawing I did. I already have an idea in mind, but I will draw it this afternoon. So I hope it turned out nice, and I hope you enjoyed this video. But I'll end this video here. Thank you so much for watching my video and listening to me ramble. I hope it's maybe a bit interesting, like an interesting story time. I don't really know. I hope you really enjoyed this video and maybe it relaxed you, or you learned something about the legal stuff in Belgium. And I'll see you in my next video. Be sure to check out my other videos as well. I do a variety of different things on my YouTube channel, mainly illustration, crafty, crochet related. So check out my other videos as well if you'd like. And if you enjoyed this video, please let me know by liking, commenting and subscribing. And I'll see you in my next video. I hope you have a good day or night. Bye bye!